So many times we can focus on our flaws, but not focus on our victories, not focus on all the ways that we are amazing. But when we can slow down and retrain our brain and start to find the positive, it's building our mental fitness. Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to show up for yourself and to show up and listen to a concept that is very near and dear to me. My name is Kimberly, and today I'm going to share something that you may have been familiar with, heard this phrase before, but not really known about it. It's mental fitness. I really want to challenge you and redefine the way you think of your mental health. So many times through life, we're faced with challenges out of the blue, unexpected. Life is going to happen to us on life's terms. I have gone through a really tragic amount of loss in a short period of time, starting with the sudden loss of a father-in-law in a car accident. The hardest loss of all was losing my brother Chad to bipolar suicide in 2013. That really set me on a path of exploring mental health and well-being. Since then, I've lost friends and family members as well. I am a divorcee. I am a midlife career transitioner. So when I share that this stuff works, I'm living it, I'm breathing it. So many times in life, I've gotten through the acute trauma and I've graduated from counseling, but I didn't feel like I had the tools that I needed to really thrive in life. So fast forward to today, I have developed this whole toolbox of tools around mental fitness and building our mental fitness. But first, what is mental fitness? So I really want to challenge and encourage you to start thinking of your mental health much like your physical health. So when you think of a healthy person, you think of somebody probably without disease, illness, or injury. You can be healthy but not be fit. So now think of a fit person. A fit person is very intentional about the energy that they do to build their physical health, their physical fitness. And when you're physically fit, it is proven that you are much more likely to bounce back from injury and illness much faster than if you were not physically fit. Okay, so stay with me. So we have our physical health and our physical fitness. Then we have our mental health, right? And many of us go in and out of waves where we're really good and really mentally healthy. And then something happens in life. Maybe we go through a life transition or a loss, or we're just in a cloudy season of life and our mental health is negatively impacted. And it might take you out of the game of life for a moment, for a day, for a week, for a month, or for longer. I have been through all of these. I have been through losses in life that have thrown me into the corner and put me in the fetal position. And I haven't been able to engage in life. I haven't been able to show up for my friends and family to live fully. I have neglected my personal care. I have neglected my physical health. When I became grounded in building my mental fitness, I became the healthiest version of myself, both physically and mentally. I'm able to set and achieve goals faster and higher than I ever would have imagined. I show up authentically for those around me. I'm able to hold boundaries. I know what boundaries are. All of these amazing gifts have come into my life as a result of being invested in my mental fitness. So what is mental fitness? Mental fitness is actions that are consistent, intentional, daily activities that we do, much like our physical fitness, that help us to become more resilient, to be able to handle life on life's terms. It is not about being happy, right? Hopefully we can always be happy. But when we suppress the negative emotions and don't feel the full range of life's experiences, that's this concept of toxic positivity that can lead to trauma and can lead us into unhealthy coping mechanisms. When we focus on being mentally fit, we're able to achieve our goals, have higher life satisfaction, and healthier relationships. We're going to feel the whole range of emotions. We're going to experience life as it happens on life's terms. So I'm going to introduce today 2 simple yet powerful ways to practice mental fitness. And there's a word in here that I want to take pause on and be intentional about. Simple is not always easy. So when I share these terms with you, I just want you to allow yourself some space and grace to experience it, to struggle with it, to come back to it, to set it aside and pick it up again later. The first one is learning to give and receive heartfelt compliments. How many of you, like me, when somebody gives you a compliment, you either minimize it? Oh, this old thing, oh my gosh, I've had this shirt forever. It really doesn't fit me. It's kind of worn over here. My hair, oh my gosh, I wish I was having a bad hair day. Or your hair is so beautiful. I really love your top, right? Or for men, right? To just completely minimize the compliment or to get flustered and awkward around it. We're not always good about receiving that. But think about the flip side too. When you give somebody a compliment and they minimize it, it kind of makes you feel a little uncomfortable or like you need to add more onto it. So just pause and say, thank you, or I appreciate that. Put yourself in the sender's space as well when you're receiving those compliments. Pause and say thank you. Pause and say I appreciate that. Pause and say that's really kind. Whatever your go-to is, think of something that's quick and easy and just accept it. Then I want you to reflect and journal on that experience. So as it happens later in your day, when you're winding down at night, start to build this body of evidence, this body of proof that's going to help build our mental fitness and our positive thinking muscles. So when we can start to see the positive in ourselves through other people's eyes, even if we're not feeling it, it helps us to start believing it. There's been a lot of times in my life, especially going through transitions, going through divorce, going through having to reestablish myself, that I didn't feel like I got it. Like, I just don't got it. I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm going to get through to the next day. But then I go to this body of proof, notes from my kids, notes from friends and family, notes from clients that remind me that I am enough, that I am worthy, that I am capable, and that I am amazing. So when I don't got it, I go to my body of proof and I pull it out and I bring it in, friend. I want you to be intentional about pausing, accepting the compliment. Don't minimize the compliment and don't feel like you need to reciprocate it. Simple, but not easy. And then I want you to take that one step further and write it down. Put it somewhere that you can see it and reflect on it. Mine's in my workspace. I also have some in my bathroom that remind me every single day, because mental fitness is about consistent, daily, intentional effort. We've got to start retraining our brain to start seeking the positive. Because you, my friend, you are worthy. You are capable. You are enough, and you are amazing. I want you to join me in doing a positive affirmation meditation. So when you're ready, get into a relaxed, comfortable position, seated or lying down. And go ahead and close your eyes and place your hand over your heart center. Settling into a relaxed, natural breath. Allowing your mind to calm down, but not judging thoughts as they come in. Just observe them and let them pass by. Picture them as clouds and let them pass by. And on your inhale, I want you to breathe in this statement: I am worthy. And on your exhale, I want you to release any blocks that are stopping you from receiving that message. On this next inhale, I am capable. On your exhale, release any blocks that are stopping you from receiving that message. On your inhale, I am enough. On your exhale, any negative thoughts and emotions. On your inhale, I am amazing. On your exhale, release any thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are counter to that statement. Settle into a relaxed, natural breath, allowing your hand to drop on your lap or on your side. And just settle into a breath. Again, not judging these thoughts as they come in, but focusing on those 4 simple statements. I am capable. I am worthy. I am enough. I am amazing. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes and bring your awareness back to this space. I want you to take a moment and to write down any thoughts and feelings and emotions you had when going through this meditation. What were some of the blocks that you can identify that stopped you from receiving those 4 simple but not always easy statements? Take a moment, write it down. Write down all the positive thoughts, feelings, and emotions that came from this experience as well. This is going to take us right into our second simple but not easy tool, is writing positive affirmation statements. These are your I am amazing statements. So many times we can focus on our flaws, but not focus on our victories, not focus on all the ways that we are amazing. But when we can slow down and retrain our brain and start to find the positive, it's building our mental fitness, which is going to make us much more resilient and help us to bounce back from life when life happens on life's terms. Start seeing the good in yourself, but acknowledge the struggle. When we focus on writing positive affirmations, it helps shift our mindset. So they get us out of this negative thinking pattern into the positive. We're not disavowing the struggle. We're bringing it to the surface. We're calling it in and we're seeing the good that came despite the struggle. It helps us to increase our self-confidence and our self-awareness. It helps us to reduce stress. So when we can start to see that there is good despite the struggle, it helps us to calm down and get through life on life's terms when it's not always easy, when we're not always seeing blue skies and calm waters. It helps us to practice self-love. It helps with goal achievement. So imagine visualizing your goals through affirmations. You can start to believe and see yourself achieving those goals, which will help with focus, motivation, and determination. Helps boost creativity and that mind-body connection. Helps improve relationships, starting with yourself, right? When we feel good within, it radiates. Be that rising tide. Lift others up around you as you come along in this journey of building your mental fitness. Affirmations help you to have a practice of gratitude. It really fosters that sense of appreciation and looking at the good despite the hard. Remember, with any of these tools, consistency is key. And I'm just going to put a pin in this real quick. I've introduced 2 concepts today to help improve mental fitness. This is not something to jump in and start doing all of the things right away. Pick one, be intentional about it. Give it some time and playfully experiment. Give yourself grace to not be perfect, right? But become aware of your thoughts and habits. So we're going to come back into the practice of positive affirmation statements. So we know why it's important, but what is it? This is your I am amazing statement. So I touched on we're really good at finding our flaws. We're really good at minimizing our accomplishments as well. this is bringing all of our good to the surface, but it's also bringing the struggles and challenges that got us to the good along the way. So my I am awesome, I am amazing statement, there's so many to choose from and so many client ones to choose from and share as well. So I am amazing that despite all of life's obstacles, challenges, losses, and struggles, I have been able to dive deep into myself so that I'm no longer thrown in the corner into the fetal position when life happens on life's terms. I'm able to see the good in life, in all of life's situations, and know that no matter what in the moment, there will be something good to take from it. That I'm able to show up and I'm able to share these tools with each and every one of you because it has positively impacted my life in so many ways. I want to share it as far and wide as I possibly can so that you too can start living and loving your best life. So take a moment and write down your positive affirmation, your I am amazing statement. I am amazing because I went through something hard. And as a result, here's the good that came of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. You love it, you don't like it, whatever it is, because I learn and grow through my experiences and sharing with others. I have learned as a result of my losses and the most significant and most tragic of losing my brother, that while it felt like an isolating incident and experience, so many of us are struggling. And not unlike Chad, it seems like there's oftentimes not going to be a bright day ahead, that we're going to continue to sit in the hard and just kind of spin in this life cycle of challenging situations. But I promise you that the light will come through, that the sun will shine, even in those moments of hard, if you can stay the course and you can be invested and committed into building your mental fitness so that you are well prepared to handle life on life's terms. Because my friend, you are worthy. You are capable. You are enough, and you are amazing. I look forward to hearing more and learning and growing with you and from you on this journey. Much love.